Hi, Catherine. This is Laura Kraut here. Thank you so much for submitting your videos to Online Collective. It's going for a great cause, hopefully to help out some people during this crisis. I've just finished watching both of your rounds, and I absolutely love James, as I know you do, since you refer to him as a saint. He's done a great job. If he's been the one responsible for teaching you, then he's an excellent teacher, because both of your rounds are actually very, very nice. They're smooth, they're consistent. You're very good at keeping the horse to the center of the jump. You're very good at keeping a pretty consistent rhythm with him. It's hard. The first video is a little bit harder for me. I'm in England right now, and sometimes the transmission doesn't come through great. So the far away jumps are a little bit hard for me to see because the screen is a little fuzzy. But all in all, I would say that you're definitely moving in the right direction. Your eye works very, very well. Your hands are good. I mean, it was very difficult for me. I've had to watch it a few times to even find anything really to pick apart. But we'll start here with the first video. Your first jump is very good. And I think you have a nice rhythm to the second jump, and it just looks like he has it down. Again, it's hard for me to see, but you were straight. It looked like you met the jump out of stride. And, every now and then they make a mistake and have one down. And it's not very often, because I always find that I'm to blame for 99.9% of the rails. But every now and then they can make a mistake also. So if I maybe saw it from a different angle, I could probably give you a little more insight. But anyhow, sometimes it's just a fence down. It looks like your next double's really nice. Again, that's one of the far away ones. You come up this next line really nicely. You have a great feel for his stride, and you seem to know exactly, what you need to do. I love the ride to this double. You have him balanced. He jumps up really nice, because it's hard. He looks like a talented jumper, and it's hard sometimes to keep their attention at 1.10 m when they can do more, or it looks like he could do a little bit more. So you keep his jump nice and round. Fence on the end is good. Again, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good ride down that line. Okay, maybe you could have gotten him back just a little bit sooner. His canter is actually a really nice canter. I mean, it's good. Sometimes he gets his nose poked out a little bit, and you could see that maybe then his stride would get away from you just a touch. But as I said earlier, it looks like you really understand his canter. So I think the two of you work well together. The only thing I would say is maybe in your flat work at home, just keep working on, forward and backward canter. So even if you do poles on the ground, set them so you can do 5 strides, 6 strides, 7 strides, and work on when you do collect that canter, you've got to keep enough leg on that he doesn't lose his canter behind, but try to get him to bring his nose in and shorten his stride for you. Apart from that, I can't say enough nice things, because it's actually very easy to watch the round and everything. He looks pleasant. You look good. Everybody is in sync. Moving on to the second round here. Again, I can't find much. There's one part where you have a cross canter, but apart from that, it all looks really smooth and in sync. Again, very good to the first jump. I like your pace. You don't start too slow. Second jump, very good. Good inside turn there. He's smart. He knows when you tell him to go inside, he was more than ready to do it. But then you held him from going in too much, and then you were very straight to this double. And that's where his canter can be maybe just a little strung out so you don't get the change. But what I loved is that it didn't bother you or him. You just kept your rhythm. You got him to the jump. You let him do his job. He jumps the jump. So it's nothing. It wouldn't be something that I would go crazy over. I think, probably if you did it again, he would maybe land left, because he would know that he's not supposed to do that. But I do think that going back, doing the flat work, maybe if that situation arises again and you could put your leg on and take a hold of him, he might change his lead. Again, I wouldn't worry too much. The next line, the 4-stride line, is beautiful. nice into the center. And see right there, he does his change, but you can see where he's strung out. So, that's just a place where you could just nip his nose in a little bit. Little long and flat there because of that canter. However, the 6 is forward, so it may be that that's what you needed to do. When I'm watching these videos, I'm not really sure since I don't walk the course, I'm not really sure what I'm always watching. But he has a big stride, and that 6 was very forward. The next jump was great to the vertical. Your rollback here is beautiful, and the last jump is super. I mean, he gets a little in your hand, and you just take a hold of him, and he backs right up. I think that you should be really pleased, and it sounds like you are. I think he's just a wonderful horse, and it looks like you're going to have a lot of fun with him. Hopefully when we get out of this situation we're in, which in America it sounds like might be in June, you can get back to getting to the shows and doing some winning. Thank you again, and take care. Bye.